So what do you all think of my slide? It's colorful, right? It's also straight. Well, maybe straight's not the best word. What I'm trying to say is that it's direct to the point. So I hope you're thinking this is a great slide because you can immediately recognize what my research is about. It's about LGBT plus inclusion because this flag represents LGBT plus pride. On the other hand, a skeptical few might be thinking, wait a minute, did this presenter get lazy to think about something more creative to summarize their LGBT plus research? Well, to a certain extent, a bit of that is true. There is something lazy about this, and I'll come back to that. My research explored the campus experiences of LGBT plus students in the UK and the Philippines. I surveyed about 3,000 students across 42 UK and Philippine universities, and then I also interviewed 35 LGBT plus students from 13 different universities. My results showed that, unfortunately, LGBT plus students, regardless of country, still experience negative campus environments. But my research also showed that we can do something to change this, particularly by promoting three things: LGBT plus representation, LGBT plus visibility, and LGBT plus recognition. Now, a quick way to do this would be to simply display the pride flag, like what I'm doing right now. A lot of universities do this. In fact, you might have noticed it during LGBT plus History Month in February, because it's easy, but it is also lazy. The LGBT plus students I spoke with told me that. This is why the specific recommendation from my research is for universities to consistently promote positive LGBT plus representation, visibility, and recognition across university groups, policies, and programs. Don't just do it during LGBT plus History Month. Mention LGBT plus policies and programs throughout the semester so that LGBT plus students know what's available, where, and how they can access them. Support diverse LGBT plus representation in student groups. Make sure that you recognize different LGBT plus identities. I chose this version of the pride flag because it makes underrepresented groups within the LGBT plus community visible. The black and the brown stripes represent LGBT plus people of color. The light blue, yellow, and white represent trans people. The yellow with the purple circle represent intersex people. But remember, it's not enough to just display the pride flag. It helps, but let's not be lazy. This is why I'm sharing my research with you, to promote LGBT plus representation, visibility, and recognition so that we can continue to create positive campus environments for all students, including LGBT plus students.